Gratefulness. It's a big thing, particularly around this time of year. Being grateful for what you have, being grateful for what people give you, being grateful for what you want that you've received, all that jazz. But I remember, and I don't know if my mom remembers this, it was years ago, but I still remember it, and I'm kind of ashamed that I do. We went to see a movie with my brother in his school. I guess it was just a Christmas celebration. They wanted to take the kids out to see a movie and everything. I think it was the idea of his school too. I don't remember. But so, and as a kid, I'm excited to even see a movie. I mean, 'cause movies were and still are big things, big big treats for me. But we were, but this movie originally they were supposed to take us to see the Christmas Carol, or at least that's what they marketed it as. It says so on the flyer that my brother brought home. So, as you can imagine, I was pretty hyped, I was pretty pumped because I love the Christmas Carol and I wanted to see this one because it was a new one and it was a new interpretation and everything. I mean, I figured it was going to be the same beats, I guess, but I was still excited to go see it. So, we get there. We get to the theater, and for some reason, I still don't know why, but for some reason, they didn't end up showing the Christmas Carol. There was some problem backstage, I guess, or whatever. So, we watched a different movie. They put on a different movie. I can't remember what it was. I want to say it's the Polar Express, but I don't remember. Um, but what I do remember, and you're gone with shameful regret, is throughout that movie, I was horrible. Yeah, I was horrible because I didn't get to see the Christmas Carol. That wasn't the movie they promised. That wasn't the movie they advertised and so on. And if you remember, I said I really want to see this movie. I was very pumped to see the Christmas Carol and everything. But I was so mad and grumpy and cranky and everything that I wasn't grateful at all. I wasn't nearly as grateful as I should have been to the men and women who took us out and to see a movie and everything. Cause, I mean, family didn't even have to be invited. It could have just been the kids who gone. But me and my family were invited too, but I wasn't grateful for that. And kinda understandable. I mean, I was a kid who didn't get what he wanted. That's kinda understandable that they wouldn't have been grateful. But looking back on it now, like I say, I look back on it with shame and regret and stuff like that. But there's a bigger issue here. Not just at Christmas, but throughout all the year. There's people who don't give on their promises, but there's people who give us what they have, who give us what they think we want. Maybe something went out of stock, or maybe they just didn't have time to get us what they wanted. But they probably tried their best. I mean, these people at kind of school took us out to the movie, tried their best to make it an enjoyable experience for us. But it wasn't an enjoyable experience for me because I really wanted to see The Christmas Carol, which I did get to see, by the way. It's a good movie. But But anyway, I wasn't as grateful as I should have been. This Christmas season and throughout every year really, but particularly this Christmas and where the emphasis of gratefulness is at its utmost high and the emphasis of demanding is probably even higher. Remember that people will do their best for you. I mean, people do their best to give you what you want, so you good time. Well, some people do. I'm not saying all people do, but some people would do their best to give you a good time, so you good time. The best example I could think would be maybe family and stuff like that. Not to offend anyone, because I know not everyone has a nice family and everything, but just in general, family members make the effort, and a lot of people that generally care about you make the effort and try to give you something that you'll find enjoyable and something that you'll like. So just remember, I mean, they didn't have to get us anything. I mean, like I say, we didn't have to go to a movie that day. They didn't have to invite us. But family was invited and we got to go because they wanted us to be in on the enjoyable experience, whatever that may have been, not specifically a movie, but whatever that may be. So just remember, be grateful, and most importantly, be grateful to God for what He's given you. I know you may not be in the position that you want to be in life, and you may not want to be where you think you should be, but be grateful for any position that you're in. Obviously, there's some caveats, because, I mean, no one wants to have cancer, and it's hard to be grateful in that situation. But be grateful for any positive situation that you're in, yes, say. Because God didn't have to give it to you. It was a gift from Him that He bestowed on you. And He expects you to act like a child through it. To be grateful for it. Because like I say, He didn't have to give you anything that He's given you. But He did it because He loved you. And in turn, we should be grateful for that. Guys, I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you next week.